My name is Jessica Biggie, and the title of my speech is Social Media Repercussions. I think that many people don't realize how big of an impact social media does have on our lives. Um, Social media is not private, it's very public. Even if we do have privacy settings, people can still see if we're friends with someone on Facebook, they can share with their friends. The internet is not private. When I think of an online presence, I think of someone behind a computer screen, typing on a keyboard or behind their phone. I think it's a lot easier to speak out on an online forum than it is to speak out in person. For example, it's a lot easier for me to do this speech um, online than it would be in a classroom setting. I think sometimes people might say something online that they wouldn't normally say out loud in person. I think online does have advantages. It helps for advertisement and publicity, positive reviews. For example, if you're looking to purchase a new car, you can type a salesman's name into Google and instantly get several reviews on that salesman. There's also downfalls, like I stated before with the public forum. A public forum, anyone can look at, anyone can see that, and a lot of times it can be hot topics such as politics, race, religion, and a lot of people feel very strongly about those things. So sometimes we may speak out and not think before we say something, and like I said, anyone can view those. I think managers should be able to look at our Facebooks, and I think it's a good idea. Um, Although personal life doesn't really have to do with professional life, a look into our personal lives and what we post on Facebook can give a hiring manager a good idea on what type of person we are. If I owned a small business, I think I definitely would be looking at prospective employees' Facebook and social media accounts. As stated by Stephen Greenhouse in the article, even if it enrages your boss, social net speech is protected, and that's written in the New York Times. Stephen Greenhouse states, the National Labor and Relations Board says workers have the right to discuss work conditions freely and without retribution, whether discussion takes place at the office or on Facebook. And Stephen Greenhouse is an American journalist for the New York Times and a workplace correspondent, so he's familiar with workplace rules and regulations. This same article discusses discouragement of workplace talk on social media, and people have been fired for remarks they've made on social media regarding their workplace. The National Labor and Regulation Board has ordered many big corporations to change their social media rules. So basically, this article is saying that people do have freedom of speech and people do have the right to speak freely about their workplace on social media. I personally think discussion of workplace on social media is unprofessional and should not occur. Yes, we do have freedom of speech, so it is up to you if you want to make the choice to speak out on workplace conditions or things that go on, but I personally would not do it. Just know that if you do, repercussions may occur. Whether or not termination should happen from something we say, I guess should depend on the severity of the comment. I guess if you say something such as another long day at work dealing with my boss. Yes, that's inappropriate, but I don't think termination should occur because of it. Now, if someone were to say something um, derogatory, referring to their boss or coworker, such as something about their race or religion, that should definitely be grounds for termination. Keep in mind the internet is a public place, and this day and age, people can screenshot something and send to 1,000 recipients at once. Something can go viral within a matter of minutes. Sometimes a personal diary may be a better choice than social media.